Hey, good morning. It's Sarah from Close to the Earth IT Services, and today we're talking about moving the misery. We're talking about making those life changes that you need to make to support yourself with your dreams, what you're passionate about. I remember when I was like 19 years old, I had just moved to New York City, and I met this friend of a friend who is a comedian, and I had no idea that you could actually make a living being a comedian. And we were having coffee, and he said, do what you love, because when you do what you love, it will support you. And it's true. When you have love for what you're doing and you have love for the people around you, it's miraculous how that positivity will just totally envelop everything that you do, literally everything. So if you're so miserable that you can't get up in the morning, or you have to troll people on the internet, or you feel so much hate for what you're doing that it's making you sick, that it's making you it will make you physically ill. So, apart from just making you very grumpy, you're probably limiting yourself too. So let's think about ways how can we shift this. The internet has provided a lot of opportunity. Obviously, from day one, people were like, "Hey, online shopping, let's do it." I remember it was like, let's see, what year was it? 97, when websites used to be like on the side of a bus. Amazon.com. I mean, it was a little, whoa, it was a little ridiculous. I mean, I know that New York City is like the birthplace of a lot of new ideas, but in 1997, every billboard, every bus stop, it was like the dawn of, um, you know, moving ads and stuff, and it was like yahoo.com, and everything was like .com, and then they crashed. The .com crash happened, and I was like, this is such a great idea. How could it crash? That is so ridiculous. And then it reinvented itself. So it was just growing too fast, I guess. So, point being, yeah, you can start something up, a new idea, or have some new momentum, and then it doesn't really work out the way that you might have imagined. But you can also like pivot and think of something else. So I wanted to talk about Close to the Earth IT Services with this too, because every step of the way as I've been growing my business, I've been thinking about launching products and services that will help other people in the same way, that are in the same boat as I am. So I've got web design services, I've got a social media team, and I have low cost support subscriptions. So that means like a lot of the services that you need, a lot of the problems that you will have, can come from a few different sources. I mean, there aren't an unlimited amount of computer problems that you can have. There's a finite number of computer problems that you can have. And a lot of those can be discovered in advance of them actually affecting you. Hey, good morning. So having a plan for how you're going to make these bold moves into the next step in your life and how you're going to generate your own income means having a plan for what resources you're going to need and the tools that you're going to need so that you can do your business, and also to be really clear about the tools you do not need. I noticed, because I'm a big software and app user, that there are a lot of monthly charges that can come up, and they can just pile up high. Maybe it's an app that you don't use every day, or it's something on a subscription that you've only used a few times. It's good to make those assessments and keep track of what you're actually using in your business from day to day. So I wanted to leave it open to, if you have any questions, there's a FaceTime line open. So you can text, and you can FaceTime in. If you want to FaceTime in with your face, you could do it. If you want to just use FaceTime audio, that's cool too. But I'm leaving this time just for you so that you can join me and ask me some questions, whether they're tech related, promo related. Maybe you want to start your own website and you're wondering, should I do like a Wix? No. Answer is no. Don't do Wix. Oh man, Wix is so annoying. GoDaddy. Don't get your website from GoDaddy. Get it from iwantmyname.com because they are a registrar in New Zealand where digital privacy laws are very hands off. They can't keep your web domain. They can't like hijack it from you. They can't create fees out of the clear blue sky like GoDaddy does. The FaceTime number is 805-816-3792. And I'm taking questions right now. So let's talk about some tools that you can use. If you haven't developed a website already, I think you do need at least a landing page. And some of the web services are easier to use than others. I like Squarespace because they have cool templates. They have a really good platform that's easy to use, and it's easy to connect everything and make your site go live. Plus, you can get a domain name from them, and it doesn't come from GoDaddy. So, you're probably going to want to change your website often too, and with Squarespace, it's easy to do. My dog wants to come in. Hang on. Hi, puppy. All right, you know how these animals they want to go outside, they want to come back inside. Okay, so let's take a look. Let's take a look here. All right, so here we have a Squarespace. We have the Squarespace site, and I'm going to turn it around and show you what I have here. So I'm going to show you my e-commerce site. We'll use that as the example. Hey, welcome to my screen. We've got Social Live. All right, so here I am in the back of Squarespace. So I also have an e-commerce site, Close to the Earth Aromatherapy, close to the earth.love. So I don't use this site a whole lot, but it's up, and I make skincare stuff. So yeah, I make it in my home laboratory, and I have 8 different products. Here I have my products. And hey, web design by close to the earth.com. So what I've done was I created these pages, and I have a super simple website. And it's taken time to do because I think simpler websites are harder to make than kind of busy ones. But this is just really super, very simple. I took the pictures myself. I took them against a white background, and then somebody edited them to have like this Carrera marble background. And the pictures that I took were with my phone. So these product shots, these are taken with my phone. So this is nothing fancy. At that time, let's see, these were taken with an iPhone SE, which I love that phone. I have that phone. So here I have my product photo, and what I did was I erased the background using an app called Magic Eraser. And then I had a freelancer do the artwork to put a Carrera marble background. And for all my pictures, I spent $45. So I could have done them myself. Before it was just a pure white background, but I think this looks a little better to have more of a background. I wrote all of the product descriptions myself, and I have had help from someone who is a good writer. And I also looked into what I needed to have in my copy to talk about the product. So I wrote this myself, and I also got some help from someone who's a good writer to edit any of my copy. And getting a friend to comment and help was really super awesome. And then I got this Facebook comments plugin. This is free. So I could have comments, and then each time someone comments on my page, you can make sure that they're not a bot, that it's a real person. And also it goes back to their Facebook too. So you get a little bit of an extra promo here. And I have this share button. And we've got all kinds of like Reddit, tweet this, share it on LinkedIn. So I kind of have that going on. That's also a free feature from Squarespace. And then I have my blog, which I made in Tumblr. Let's see here. So this is my Tumblr page. This is looking old now. I did this like a couple of years ago. And I don't know. It's now I'm going to be wanting to change this up. So use the Tumblr theme. And it has all of my pages and stuff. And it goes out to Tumblr. That's pretty helpful. It also takes you off of my page, so that can be a little problematic. So again, it's just baby steps to get to the next thing. I wanted to launch my skincare product, and I wanted to make it easy, just connect my blog to my Instagram and other social media. So every time I do a post on Instagram, since it's connected to my Tumblr, it goes out to my blog. And I just hit the easy button. Is it the most ideal? Probably not, but I just don't care. So here I have my About Me page. And this is a stock photo, and an artist, digital artist, did the background. And again, I got a bunch of pictures done for $45. So that was pretty cool. And these are pictures I took with my phone. Not this one. This is a stock photo with a custom background. But I took this picture with my phone. And that one. Here's my dog Bee in the shadow. And yeah, so that was pretty easy to do. So with Squarespace, you can actually change things very easily. And here's my logo, which my logo is different now. And then I have my headline here. And then you can make changes down here in the body of the text. So just a copy and paste type thing. And it's super easy. So when it comes to creating the pages, that's one thing. But then we have connecting the domain. So we'll go to settings and then domains. And it gives you a built-in Squarespace domain. And then here's my domain. Just going to make sure it doesn't have any IP information or whatever. Well, hey, I'm not going to risk it, man. And then you can just, okay, so it's very easy to connect your domain. It's like a one-click process. And then you can add people to help you with your website. And then it goes on auto billing. This site was like $144 a year, I think, and it's an e-commerce site. So I think that's a really good price. And then they give you a free SSL certificate. So that's pretty sweet. That means that here I've got this lock on my website, which means it's a secure site. And people will be safe putting in their credit card and using it wherever they are on the site. So that's pretty sweet. It's got built-in analytics. I really don't work on this website very much, but it shows me my revenue, my units sold. I really don't have a lot of traffic on this site, and it tracks it. So when I really work on the site, I can get this to like 400 visits a month, but I've been a little bit focused on other things. There was a time where I was making Close to the Earth my full-time job. I've always done some IT work and a little bit of like selling things on eBay. And I was thinking back to a few years ago where I was just hustling so much. Like when I first started my IT business full time doing consulting, I was just hustling so hard because I didn't have that many clients. And I had like 6 roommates and living in a house in Malibu. It's rough being like an average earner in a place like Malibu where people are super rich because I didn't have any community support either. So I'm just going to turn this around. Oh, let me show you. Well, hey, let me turn this around first because I'm going to open up my Google Analytics account and show you how to track who your customers are, which is really useful. So let's go to Google Analytics. I just have to authenticate here. So, hey, I can't see the comments except for like on Instagram. So I'm not really sure if people are saying stuff. Let me just quick check if anyone is like, if anyone has any questions or whatever. Looks like there aren't any questions coming in, so I'm not missing anything. All right, so let me just show you my website analytics. So this is for closetotheearth.com, and I'm going to be able to tell. I'm going to take you through Google Analytics, which is really helpful to know who your customers are. And I just want to make sure that no private data is going to be. All right. Okay, cool. Here we go again. All right, let me minimize this. And I'm going to bring this up here. Now, this is the homepage of Google Analytics, and it's got real-time analytics. So if you've got a lot of traffic to your site, you can see who is coming to your website. So this is pretty good. You want this bounce rate to be kind of low. You want this to be lower because when people come to your page, you want them to be able to look at a few pages, not just jump onto one page and that's it and leave. So people are looking at more than one page on my website. So I have had 46 users in the last 7 days. And let's see here, customization. I think I have a custom dashboard here. Yeah, here we go, custom dashboard. So this is going to show me all like the basic stuff that I need to know. So when people hop on my website, they're staying on for like 2 minutes. I've got a lot of mostly US customers. And my biggest referrer is my direct link. So people getting the closetotheearth.com site from somewhere and clicking it. That's my biggest source of traffic. So here's Instagram. So in the last week, 7 people have clicked on my link from Instagram. Thank you to those 7 people. And then we have Google. This is an organic search. And then here's Facebook. So my Instagram game is a lot stronger than my Facebook game. That's cool. And then here we have Better Business Bureau. So I'm a member of the Better Business Bureau. And they are giving me some referral traffic, which is pretty awesome. So by keyword, so we don't have the keyword. And then my top pages. So this is the home page. People are looking at my blog. No, I think this was me working on my blog. So a lot of times if you're doing work on your website too, it'll show up as a visit when it might not be. Okay, so audience, who's your audience? We'll go to the overview. So you're going to find out what language they speak. You're going to find out what country they're from and take a look at your top countries. So US, India, Peru, Kazakhstan, and Turkey. So you can also see what browser people are using. That will be helpful if you want to know how your site is optimized and operating system. So a lot of mobile users, obviously, people with iPhones, and service provider, I don't know why you'd need to know that, but you can know that. That's cool. So another thing is this behavior, new and returning. That's pretty interesting to know, especially if you have a blog or if you're putting out some media. You want to know who your fan base is so that you can track and develop your content around people who might be returning and reward those people. Hey, if you're a returning customer, you can get the following freebie or give them a coupon. Always, obviously, encourage people to join your email list. Frequency. So seeing how many times people visit your website. So this is in the last week. So most of the people have just visited one time. So if I go back to see the last 30 days, let's check it out. So obviously people are coming to my website because they need something. Most of the time people will call and ask about services. So they probably wouldn't come back a lot. They just are coming for information. So I've got 201 sessions and I've got 691 page views. So what this means is that out of the 155 people who visited this month, those visitors had 201 sessions, which accounts for this number. So some people came by once and some people came by more than once. And then they looked at a bunch of pages. So we've got about at least 3 page views for every person who visited. So that's pretty much how you can discover who your customer is by these data points. So this Discover gives you actual additional insights to how all of this works. So it's pretty cool. And how are people coming to your sites? How much does social media really mean to your website? So you have to set some of those parameters. Facebook has been strong. Instagram has been strong for the month, even though that's different than the week. So it's pretty interesting to see. In an overview, you can see everything. So that's a walk through Google Analytics that you can attach to your website. So this is Jan 8 to Feb 6. All right. So social media has given me 70 referrals, and then people have gotten my web link somewhere from the internet and clicked on it. So that's Google Analytics. So a couple of different ways that you can market your website. And here's one way that I like of creating a website. And it's everything that you need to know. And you even have expert help. There are really good forums here too. So moving to Missouri means making a plan. How are you going to do a couple of new things? Here, I'm going to move this again. So how do you create a couple of new things to just get you to the next step? It doesn't have to be big, because your bold moves are going to be comprised of little tiny baby steps. That's it. So I'm going to wrap up soon. I've provided a lot of information, and it's set up so that you can just kind of hop on, skip to the next thing, skip through, watch however you want to. Feel free to send me a message. Close to the Earth IT Services is my IT company. It started by me, hustling and making it happen for myself. I have grown my business over several years. This is my 4th year in business, doing specifically IT services for myself. I worked for bigger companies before doing IT. And I have created this from nothing. So I want to share my tips, my tricks, and just allow for some education to happen so that you can do the same thing if you want to in your own way. Close to the Earth IT Services, we have something really cool. It's a subscription service to anticipate the most common problems that you might have in IT without paying a huge price. I mean, this is very affordable and you get so much. You get cloud backups, you get anti-malware, anti-hacking, you get monitoring for 100 different hardware problems, including security breaches, security threats that might come through. So you'll be able to anticipate all of that without compromising your privacy at all. And then you get a password manager where you can actually, I'll do a tutorial with you about how to use it so that you can keep all of your passwords secure. A backup plan for your social media assets. And then you have access to myself. I'm an Apple certified support professional. So I'm certified by Apple to work on all of their products. And I've also got networking experience and a whole lot more. So you'll have access to me. You can have access to my team. We've got a social media component and we've got web design, which is very affordable. So what I'm doing is I've got my on-site services, which are premium services. So if you live in the Malibu area, feel free to use Close to the Earth IT. I will go personally out to your location and fix your stuff. But I'm really trying to build services for people who are just getting started. So it's affordable digital services that you can use as someone who's starting out or growing your business. Maybe you have a smaller staff, maybe it's just you. You do need that IT help to get you to the next level. And so I will honestly tell you what you need and what you don't need. So we can help you to grow, and I'm growing too. I'm in the trenches with you. So that is what I have for today. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate everybody that's been watching on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram. And hey, that's all I've got for you today. Join me again tomorrow for AM Tech Talk.